We are back inside Raid Shadow Legends, starting another brand new account. I kind of want to do a 30-day challenge, seeing how far we can progress in the Arbiter missions within 30 days. We're also going to check out Thalin as a starter. Might not be the most optimal, but I think it could be fun. So that's what we're going to do starting here today. I think we're going to go with the obvious starter of Kale, just for that early help at clan boss and stuff like that. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna play through the tutorial, get all the normal stuff done, and we'll talk about kind of our first steps here. But our goal is just to see how far we can progress this account within 30 days. And we are gonna start with Thalin, but also we'll get to start with a free legendary and 3 of the best epics in the game by using my link down there in the description. Let me tell you a little bit more about that. Before you click the link down there in the description, log out of your Polarium Play account, then click the link in the description. It'll take you to this page. Create a brand new account with a brand new email, and then complete the tutorial, and then go to your inbox and your free legendary champion will be waiting for you in there, and then you'll get your free epics as you level up your account. All right, so we progressed through all of our tutorial, and if we did it right, we should have Elnaril. Yeah, there we go. Elnaril for free inside of our inbox. Again, you just got to make sure you're logged out completely. We also get this little promo here with some free silver, but mostly what we're going to be doing is we're going to be focusing on these missions. We're going to use these missions to guide our way right on through here and see how far we can get and how close we can get to Arbiter in 30 days. Now, I know some people have done it faster than 30 days, which is crazy. I don't know that I'm going to be able to. I just want to see how far we can start this account off. Also, we're going to go ahead and we're going to use the promo code Demon Slayer. That should give us Thalin. Nice. That's a great little start right there, along with all of that. But the main thing here, and it's really easy to kind of fall in the trap of, I didn't mean to click that, but that's okay. Oh, we get, oh my goodness. Oh, wait a second, time out. We get all these rewards. Oh, we got to get 1,500 points. We'll get that easy. We'll get there. But it's really easy to fall in the trap of just going in and upgrading Thalin all the way. But you need to pay attention to these missions early on, because there's definitely some missions where we're going to be upgrading some champions with some brews and all that kind of stuff. So pay attention to these missions early on if you're starting off a brand new account. We're going to work through here. It's really easy early on. Like, we're going to go through stage 7 on normal. And what we're going to do is we're just going to pick out our 2 legendary champions. It makes the most sense here. That way we could 3-star all of these early on as well. So we're only going to use these 2 champions early stages on here. And when we start gearing, because there are some where you have to use certain gears on certain champions, we're just going to throw it on our Elnaril and our Thalin. Now, you don't have to use Thalin. There's other great promo codes that still work out there. I just wanted to kind of see him because I was kind of impressed with his clan boss numbers. I'm kind of wanting to see what he's like on a brand new account here. So we got to get through stage 7. We'll work through, we'll talk about it. We'll check back in here in a few moments here, because there's also some other things I want to tell you about as well. All right, so we got right on through there, and this is what I was talking about. Like, we can equip a champion with 6 artifacts. That's definitely something that we're going to be doing. But another thing early on is we can actually get 2 times chance at legendaries for sacreds, which is nice. Not to mention there's like some boosted stuff in here, which, I mean, like Theodore, Steel Skull make a ton of sense in there. But you can actually use these Arbiter missions, and if you get through the second part, which is actually pretty reasonable, within the first 24 hours, you can actually get a free Sacred Shard. So that's kind of what we're going to gear for, or try to do here in our first day. Just to be clear here, this is our first day logging in, and I did it like right at reset, so we get like the full reset. We get XP boosts in here, we get all this stuff. Another thing you can kind of do is go through. We are going to be doing this free to play, if that wasn't clear. I just got to clear all these out for my own sanity. Just don't mind me. Mark all is red, mark all is red. Perfect, great, fantastic. Another thing we can do is we can go through, and all of these are going to give you a bunch of energy and stuff as well. They only take a few seconds to just watch it, share the trailer. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to keep working. I'll be back with you guys in a few. One thing I just remembered is to join a clan as quickly as possible, so it gets your timer going for the daily 3-star stuff. We're going to go and join my clan if you guys need a clan to join. We are definitely looking for active players. So make sure you come in here and join, but we want to kind of work through and get, so we can get our 3 stars for the day. Where's that? The activity or whatever. We got to be on for 2 hours or something like that. I think it is 90 minutes. Not to mention we got to fight the Demon Lord twice, which we have to do in some of our missions. So it's better to just go ahead and get through and do that now. When you get to this one where you got to use 4 XP brews at the tavern, you could definitely use this on one of your legendaries, but I'm going to go ahead and use it on Kale, because I know that we have to get Kale up to like level 30 and upgrade him and all that kind of stuff as well for the pass and all that kind of great stuff. So Just a little piece of advice, since we're going to farm all of normal with those two, I think they'll be fine not using any extra brews on them. So I'm going to go ahead and elect to put those brews into Kale or whoever your starter is. So for the apprentice pass, you'll have a little bit of a jump start on that as well. Just trying to give you guys some beginner tips here if you are starting a brand new account. But always, if you're trying early on to follow the Arbiter missions, don't really do anything outside of the Arbiter missions, because it's very easy to like just want to upgrade champions and ascend champions and all this other stuff, and then you get caught catching up and losing time because you didn't know that was coming. You can always check. There's also resources that will have like what these missions are going to be in the next stage of them as well, so that you can kind of be aware of what is to come. Now, in like these, since it's not campaign, we can just throw as many champions as we want in here, try to get it done as quickly. But in the campaign, all of the beginner campaign, we're going to go with full on just 2 champions so we can 3-star all those and get the rewards. Another thing to remember as we're working through here, we're doing all this stuff. We gotta upgrade Kale's skills. That's what this is wanting, but that's okay. We got a book. But another thing to remember is to try not to neglect the arena, but also as you hit level 10, level 20, level 30, you're gonna get a new champion. Our link for level 10 is gonna give us Fane, who I was using forever in my unkillable team, my unkillable clan boss team. On my main account, she's got decreased defense, she's got weakened, she's got poisons on there. I think she's going to be a really great early addition to our squad. So definitely excited to have Fane on the lineup. But again, make sure you're checking in and seeing what champions you're getting. Not to mention we're going to get books and other resources in here as well. But again, we're continuing. I'm just following along the missions. Get a referral link. That's easy. We just go in here, we press that, and then bam, we got a referral link. Okay. Well, maybe we didn't get a referral link. Just kidding. It's easy, right? It's easy, as I look like an absolute fool here. All right, there we go. I guess maybe it didn't clock, but I wanted to keep going here because I wanted to segue into, we don't want to ignore arena also. You want to kind of work your way up through arena as quickly as possible so that you can kind of work on upgrading your Great Hall, which is one of the biggest pain points as a new account, trying to get that stuff done. So I'm definitely going to grind arena early on, trying to get up to the higher leagues and stuff. Working through there shouldn't be an issue. Even though half these champions don't have gear, we should still be able to take out these like beginner teams that are just nothing. That way we can just get up to the higher leagues like silver and gold and stuff like that. So just some early on tips as I'm thinking of them, as I'm running through here. I'll definitely bring it up. So hopefully when you guys are starting your brand new account, you don't have the same pain points that I've had in the past. So look at Thalin just doing some more. Oh my goodness. Thalin might be a monster for us in here. This has a level 30 Gallic in it, but we got Thalin. Doesn't matter. Get out of here, nerd. All right, I'll be back soon. All right, so we just hit level 20, which means we get our Ugo. A beautiful, beautiful champion. Like the first two, like Fane and Ugo, like, oh, it's such a good one. But I also wanted to check in because one thing, like, I know I was tempted to do when I first restarted, because I hadn't played free to play, actually I haven't played a new account in forever, was I was just upgrading gear nonstop. There's tons of upgrade gear to 12, and then you have to eventually upgrade or equip 2 champions with 6 artifacts level 12 or higher. There's plenty of chances for upgrading gear as long as you're following along with the missions. And then again, you just keep working through here. We're still just using these 2 champions, but through these missions, we pretty much got full 12-star or level 12 gear on Thalin. Eleanor's got 8 level 8 gear, easy for me to say, but we're working through there and these levels aren't even close. So don't rush things is what I'm trying to tell you. Early on, just follow those missions, especially if you're trying to stay on track with the Arbiter missions, because it's going to guide you, especially the first set. It's really going to guide you and get you going. And then that second set, there's some things in there where you have to like get skills and stuff, masteries to like the second tier. There's a lot of just really awkward stuff that you don't want to get too far ahead on. Ascending champions to 5 stars, like there's a lot of really awkward stuff that can set you back. So just be aware of that is all I'm trying to warn you about, because I know when I restarted, I set myself back a lot. We ascend a champion here, it's a level 3 ascension. This is where like we're tempted to go further than that, but just do the level 3 ascension. Well, I guess we don't even have potions for him, but I feel like we probably have potions for blue. Yeah, let's go there. Yeah, that'll work. So yeah, don't go any further than the 3-star ascension. That's all we need right now. Follow the missions and stick with what you're doing. Upgrade an affinity bonus in the Great Hall. With this, stick to 1 and make that be your choice. And honestly, since we're going Thalin, does Thalin really need accuracy? He's got the weaken. Blue might be better for us because we got Ugo, we got Kale, we got Elnaril. It might not be a popular choice, but I'm gonna actually go blue accuracy. Maybe that's wrong, but I guess I need to get a few more of these, but again, we'll just go fight through. But when you do pick one of those, like pick it and stick with it, because we need to upgrade that all the way up to level 10 to get our arbiter. So that's something that you definitely want to do, is make sure you're going all the way up to level 10 with it. Are we gonna win here? Okay. Ooh. Yeah, we'll get through there. I'm gonna keep working. I'm gonna keep grinding. We might lose this one. I don't know. I've just been going like every single arena battle, not really looking at them. I guess I should probably look at them a little bit. But our stuff is built pretty, I mean, it's not really built pretty decent because I haven't really put any thought into what we're building. We're just throwing gear on as we get there. He does have speed boots on him, Arthalon does, which is nice. And I mean, Eleanor just has gear on her. So it is what it is. We'll eventually get through here. All right, hopefully we withstand that. Okay, nice. And then we should be good. Okay, there. And then I think that gets us where we need to be on the next one. But again, like whatever it does, even if you're not going with the start we're going with, just make sure whatever one you're picking, you're comfortable with taking up to level 10. I think blue is right for me, magic. So we're gonna go there. And then here we go. The 3 stars clan activity one day. This one's a pain in the neck because we have to fight the clan boss twice. And then there's one right after this where we have to fight the clan boss again. What am I looking for? This, yeah. So we have to fight the demon lord twice. I guess we could have did it after an hour, but I wasn't really paying attention at the time. Literally just gonna throw 2 keys into easy and hope for the best, and we'll just go for it here. All right, nice. So yeah, we're working, but again, just don't get too far ahead of yourself is my main point. Now, one thing to note about what I'm doing here differently is normally you would unlock the gem mine and give it up to level 3 as soon as possible. Since I'm only planning on playing this account in 30 days, I'm going to be spending my gems. More specifically, we're spending gems right here today. Remember, we had to go ahead and use both of our keys for the demon lord and hit him twice. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna spend some gems to get another key to hit him again here. I do need to make some changes here. I was actually leveling up Ugo. I need to make sure Ugo has some gear before we do this, just to make sure we hit that 500,000. And again, I don't recommend you guys spending gems on keys or anything early on. You should really focus on getting that gem mine up and up to level 3 so you can get your return on investment as quickly as possible. But again, I'm only playing this account for 30 days, so I'm not worried about it. So we should be able to get through here. Actually, on my first 2 runs, I realized I did hit 500,000, so we should be okay there. And then I just added some gear and a few levels to Ugo. I actually added her instead of Eleanor with Thalon on the campaign map just to get her a few levels. So we're working there. We should be good. I'm going to continue progressing. All right, so we did just get part 1 of the Arbiter missions finished up here. You see we collected all that stuff. It's good in there, 300 gems. Now we got to start working on hard, upgrading champions to rank 5, all that kind of stuff. But again, look through here and see what you need to do. Now, we'll probably call it a day right here, and we'll come back at this tomorrow. But right here, like this one right here, unlock 3 tier 2 masteries for 2 champions. Don't get too far ahead of yourself. Again, there's a lot of stuff in here like that. Well, I guess not a lot. I know that's one that really held me up a little bit. And then I think at the end, we have to fuse, right? 1,000,000 damage to the demon lord. That's a little bit annoying. 50 damage or defeat champions. That's not bad. 3 tier 2 masteries for 4 champions, which we'll get there. You just gotta work on it. And that one might be a passive one where you can just do it and it'll be fine. I don't remember, but I don't like to get too far ahead of myself. I like to just work through here. And that might be one of those ones, one of those instances. Get 4 rank 5 champions. There's a lot of grinding in here, and I'm gonna try to get it done within the day. Yeah, the last one is Fuse Justicar, which is a giant pain in the neck where we have to go in through here and get this, which we have one of the champions for him, but we have to get him fused. So that's what I'm going to work on tonight. I'm going to work on towards that, and then we'll come back at it tomorrow. Hopefully this one was helpful. Fallon so far, I'm not going to lie, kind of meh, but we really haven't tested him anywhere. I did not get the last stage. I could not 3-star the last stage. So we're going to have to revisit that. But also when we get to hard, if we can get all of these 2-starred as well, or 3-starred rather, with 2 champions, that would be incredible. Let's just test it before we actually sign off here. If these 2 can get through here, but we will be taking more champions up. But I did notice he was starting to struggle there, so I'm a little bit worried about how many of these stages we're going to be able to 3-star as we continue to work through here. All right, we got some potential. We'll work on it. I'll see you guys tomorrow.